Imagine this. Someone asks you in English, "How much is your rent?" Or, "Do you have any debt?" And you suddenly don't know what to say. You feel nervous, you smile, and you change the topic.
In today's lesson, you will learn how to talk about your money, your income, your expenses, your savings in clear, simple English. You'll know how to answer those questions without panic.
But here's the problem. Money is already stressful in your own language. In English, it can feel impossible. You worry about saying the wrong number, the wrong word, or sounding rude. So you stay quiet. And maybe you even make bad money decisions because you can't ask questions.
The solution is to build one strong money story in English that you can reuse. In this video, we'll give you the exact phrases, real examples, and practice time to create your own story about your budget and spending habits.
We'll move slowly, repeat important sentences, and give you time to speak out loud. So stay with us until the end, and you'll walk away with real sentences you can use in real life.
Okay, let's get started.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Just Say English. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Ramo. Thank you for spending your time with us today.
If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button and give this lesson a like. It really helps more learners find us.
And if you've watched our lessons before, welcome back to your English practice time.
So, Remo, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling strangely proud
Proud. Why?
because I finally did something I was avoiding for weeks. I sat down and organized all my bills for the month.
Wow, that really is something to be proud of. Organizing bills is like doing adult homework.
Exactly. I had a mountain of papers on my desk, but now it's clean and my brain feels lighter.
I love that feeling. Today, I checked my budget too, and for once, I'm not overspending on coffee.
That might be the biggest miracle of this lesson.
Okay, so you can probably guess our topic. Today, we're talking about money, budgets, and spending habits.
Even if you don't like talking about money, you have to spend it every day. So let's learn how to talk about it in English.
While you listen, think about your own life. If we say rent or food or transport, quickly think about your numbers, your city, your situation.
At the end, we'll ask you to share a little about your budget in the comments. That will be your homework.
Let's start with a very important word, income. Repeat after us. Income.
Income.
Income means the money you receive, usually from your job.
For example, my monthly income is $3,000.
Now, Ramo, how often do you get paid?
I get paid once a month. My salary goes into my bank account on the last Friday of every month.
How does that feel?
Honestly, payday feels like a mini holiday. For 1 second, I feel rich, and then I pay my rent.
I get paid twice a month. I receive my salary every 2 weeks, so the amounts are smaller, but the money comes more often.
For you watching, listen to these patterns and repeat the one that's true for you. I get paid once a month.
I get paid every 2 weeks.
I get paid every week.
Good. Now we add numbers. Repeat after me. My monthly income is around, and then add your number in your head.
One more. I earn about dollars each month after taxes.
If it feels difficult to say your real number, that's okay. You can start with a fake number just to practice the English.
Now that money is coming in, let's talk about money going out. These are your expenses.
Repeat. Expenses.
There are two main types, fixed expenses and variable expenses. Fixed expenses stay the same every month.
The biggest fixed expense for many people is rent. Ramo, is rent your biggest expense too?
Yes, rent is definitely my biggest expense. About 40% of my income goes to rent.
Mine is around 35%. Housing is so expensive these days.
It really is. Let's give our viewers a sentence they can use. Repeat after me. Rent is my biggest expense.
Again, rent is my biggest expense.
Now a longer one. I pay about 40% of my income for rent.
Change the number. I pay about blank percent of my income for rent.
After rent, we have other fixed expenses, utilities and monthly bills. Utilities are things like electricity and water.
My electricity and water together are usually around $80 to $90 a month.
My electricity bill is higher in summer because of the air conditioner, sometimes $120. My water bill is usually small.
Then we have the phone bill and internet. My phone bill is about $50 a month, and my internet is around $60. They almost never change.
That's why we call them fixed expenses. They stay the same, so they are easier to plan in a budget.
Let's practice two sentences together. My electricity and water bills are about blank a month.
My phone and internet are blank a month.
If you don't know the exact numbers, you can say about or around. For example, around $50 or about 3,000 rupees.
Now let's move to variable expenses, the costs that change every month.
The biggest variable expense for most people is groceries, the food you buy to cook at home.
Sophia, how much do you usually spend on groceries?
I usually spend around $250 to $300 a month on groceries, some months more, some months less.
I spend about $300. I go to the supermarket once a week and spend around $70 or $75 each time.
Let's give our viewers a clear pattern. Repeat after me. I usually spend about blank a month on groceries.
Again, but faster, I usually spend about this much a month on groceries.
You can also say, I go to the supermarket blank times a week and spend about blank each time.
Another big variable expense is eating out, going to restaurants or ordering food.
Do you eat at restaurants often, Ramo?
I try not to eat out too much because it's expensive, but usually on Friday or Saturday night I go to a restaurant with friends, maybe twice a month. Each time I spend about $40 or $50.
So that's around $80 to $100 a month for restaurants. That's okay, it's a small luxury. How about you? I eat out 3 or 4 times a month, so I probably spend around $150. I tell myself it's research. I'm studying food vocabulary.
Let's practice one more pattern. Repeat after us. I eat out blank times a month and spend about blank in total.
If you want to sound more natural, you can say, I try not to eat out too much, but I usually go out on weekends.
Now we talk about the dangerous topic, coffee.
I feel personally attacked already.
Do you buy coffee outside, Sophia?
Sometimes, maybe 3 times a week. Each coffee is around $3 or $4.
I buy coffee almost every workday. There's a coffee shop next to my office and I stop there every morning. One coffee costs about $4.
Let's do some quick, easy math together. $4 a day, 5 days a week, is $20 a week. That's about $80 a month just for coffee.
When you say it like that, my coffee suddenly tastes more expensive.
For our viewers, this is a great way to practice English and think about money. Try this sentence. One coffee costs blank. I buy coffee blank times a week, so I spend about blank a month on coffee.
If that number is shocking, don't feel bad. Many people don't realize how much they spend on small things until they calculate it.
And you don't have to stop completely. Maybe you decide to buy coffee outside 2 days a week and make it at home the other days. That's how a budget works. You choose what is important.
Let's quickly review what we've learned so far.
We talked about income, the money you receive.
We talked about fixed expenses like rent, utilities, phone, and internet.
We talked about variable expenses like groceries, eating out, and coffee.
Now we want you to speak. We'll give you 3 questions. After each question, pause the video and answer out loud using some of the patterns we practiced.
Question 1. How often do you get paid and what is your monthly income?
Question 2. What is your biggest fixed expense every month?
Question 3. How much do you usually spend on groceries and eating out?
If you can answer these 3 questions, you already have a basic money story in English.
In the next part of the lesson, we'll talk about transportation costs, debt, savings, and emergency funds, and then we'll bring everything together into one clear budget story.
So stay with us, keep speaking out loud, and let's continue building your English money skills.
Now, let's move to another important part of your budget, transportation. This is how you get to work, school, or around your city.
For some people, transportation is a small cost. For others, it's huge. It depends on where you live and how you travel.
So, Ramo, how do you usually get to work?
I take the subway. I buy a monthly pass. It costs about $90. With the monthly pass, I can take unlimited rides all month.
That sounds like a good deal. I have a car, so my transportation costs are higher. I pay for gas, insurance, and parking.
What are your car costs each month?
Gas is about $150 a month. Car insurance is around $100. Parking at my office is $80. So in total, that's about $330 a month.
$330 just for transportation. That's a lot.
It is. The car is convenient, but it's not cheap.
So I pay $90 for the subway pass and you pay $330 for the car.
Yes, but you have the freedom of not looking for parking.
For our viewers, let's practice some sentences. Repeat after us. I take the bus, subway, train to work.
I drive to work.
If you're not sure, make a guess. The important thing is to practice speaking about your life in English.
Next, we're going to talk about a word many people don't like, debt.
Debt is money you owe. It's money you borrowed and need to pay back.
Debt is not always bad. A student loan can help you get an education. A home loan can help you buy a house. But too much debt is stressful, especially high-interest credit card debt.
Let's start with student loans. Sophia, do you have a student loan?
No, I don't have a student loan, but I do have credit card debt. What about you?
I have a student loan from university. Every month I pay $200 toward my student loan, and I have about 5 more years to go.
5 years is a long time, but you're making progress every month.
Exactly. Even small payments add up over time.
Now, my example. I sometimes use my credit card for big purchases, then I pay it off slowly. Right now, I owe about $800 on my credit card.
Do you pay interest on that?
Yes, unfortunately. The interest rate is high, so I try to pay more than the minimum payment. This month, I'm paying $150 toward my credit card debt.
That's smart. If you only pay the minimum, the debt can last for years and you pay a lot of extra interest.
Let's give our viewers some useful patterns. Repeat after us. I have a student loan. I pay every month.
I have credit card debt. I owe about...
I'm trying to pay off my debt.
The interest rate is high, so I try to pay more than the minimum payment.
Good. Even if you don't want to share your real numbers, it's important to practice saying these sentences in English so you're ready if you ever need them.
Let's do a short role play with the bank. Imagine you call your bank to ask about your credit card. I'll be the bank worker, Sophia will be the customer.
Okay, here we go.
Hello, this is Citibank. How can I help you?
Hi, my name is Sophia. I have a question about my credit card.
Sure, what would you like to know?
I'd like to know my current balance and my interest rate.
Your current balance is $800 and your interest rate is 18%.
Okay, thank you. If I pay $150 this month, will that reduce my balance faster?
Yes, paying more than the minimum will help you pay off your debt more quickly and you'll pay less interest.
Great, that's what I want to do. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
You too. Goodbye.
Now let's practice 2 key sentences from that call. Repeat after Sophia.
I'd like to know my current balance and my interest rate.
If I pay more this month, will that reduce my balance faster?
These sentences are very useful when you talk to a bank or credit card company.
Let's move to something more positive, that is, savings. Savings is money you keep for later, for goals, for the future, or for emergencies.
Repeat. Savings.
Sophia, do you save money every month?
I try to. My goal is to save $400 every month, but I don't always reach that number. Some months I save less because of unexpected expenses.
My goal is 10% of my income. If I earn $3,000, I try to save $300. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't.
For our viewers, here is a simple pattern. Repeat. My goal is to save every month.
If you don't have a goal yet, you can say, I want to start saving money every month.
There is also something called an emergency fund. This is money you save only for emergencies. For example, if your car breaks, you get sick, or you lose your job.
Many financial experts say you should try to save enough to cover 3 to 6 months of expenses, but that can take a long time. Don't worry if you're not there yet. Even $500 can help a lot.
Right now, I have about $2,000 in my emergency fund. I still want to grow it, but it already makes me feel safer.
I have around $1,000 in mine. I add a little bit whenever I can.
Let's practice two sentences. Repeat after me. First sentence is, I'm building an emergency fund. Second sentence is, right now I have about in my emergency fund.
You can also say, I save a little each month for emergencies.
Money is not only about bills and stress. Let's talk about fun expenses, subscriptions, hobbies, and donations.
Yes, because if your budget has zero fun, you will hate it and you won't follow it.
Exactly. Ramo, do you have any subscriptions?
Yes, I have Netflix for $15 a month, a music app for $10, and a gym membership for $40. So that's $65 a month.
I have Netflix and a meditation app together for $20. I don't have a gym membership. I exercise at home to save money.
Do you spend money on hobbies?
Yes, I love reading. I buy 2 or 3 books every month, usually $40 to $60.
I spend around $50 or $60 on video games. It's my entertainment after work.
And what about giving? Do you donate money to charity?
I try to donate about $25 a month to a children's charity. It's not a huge amount, but it feels good.
I donate around $20 a month to an animal shelter. Every little bit helps.
Let's practice a few sentences. Repeat after us. I have a Netflix subscription. It costs a month.
I spend about a month on my hobbies.
I donate about a month to charity.
Now we've talked about income, fixed expenses, variable expenses, transportation, debt, savings, and fun money. Let's start to bring everything together.
Think about your own life. Imagine someone asks you in English, can you tell me about your monthly budget? How could you answer?
Here's a simple model. Listen first. I get paid once a month. My income is about $3,000. My biggest expense is rent. I pay $1,100 for rent. I also pay about $90 for utilities and $100 for phone and internet. I usually spend around $280 on groceries and about $120 on restaurants. My transportation costs are about $90 because I use the subway. I'm paying off a student loan, so I pay $200 a month for that. I try to save $300 every month, and I have an emergency fund of about $1,000.
That answer is not perfect, but it is clear and powerful. With one short paragraph, you can describe your financial life in English.
Now it's your turn. We'll give you a structure. You can fill in the numbers in your head or say them out loud.
My income is about $3,000 a month. My biggest expense is rent. I pay $1,050 for rent. I usually spend about $300 on groceries and $40 to $50 on eating out. My transportation costs are $90. I pay $200 every month for debt. I try to save $300 every month, and I have about $1,000 in my emergency fund.
Pause the video now and try to say your own version out loud. Don't worry about mistakes, just speak. Welcome back. If you just did that, you should feel proud. That was a lot of English.
And a lot of honesty about your money. That's not easy in any language.
Now that you can describe your money in English, let's talk about how to manage it better. We'll give you some simple, practical tips in easy English.
Tip number 1, track your spending. That means write down everything you spend for 1 month. Rent, food, coffee, transport, everything.
You can use a notebook, a notes app on your phone, or a spreadsheet. The tool is not important. The habit is important.
Many people are surprised when they see the total. They say, wow, I didn't know I spent so much on snacks or delivery food.
Repeat after us. I track my spending. I write down everything I spend for 1 month.
Tip number 2, make a budget.
A budget is a plan for your money. It shows how much money comes in and how much goes out.
You don't need a perfect budget. A simple list is enough. Income at the top, then rent, bills, food, transport, debt, savings, fun.
Repeat. I want to make a simple budget for my money.
Tip number 3, pay yourself first.
That means save money before you spend it on anything else. When you get paid, move money into savings immediately.
For example, on payday, you move $100 into your savings account before you pay other bills. Then you know you saved something.
Repeat. When I get paid, I save first.
Tip number 4, avoid unnecessary debt.
Don't buy things with a credit card if you know you can't pay it off quickly. Interest on credit cards is usually very high.
Sometimes we think it's only $20, but many only 20 things become $500 of debt.
Repeat after me. I try not to use my credit card for things I don't need.
Tip number 5, build an emergency fund.
Start small. Maybe your first goal is $200, then $500. Later, maybe 3 months of expenses, little by little.
Repeat, I'm building a small emergency fund for surprises.
Tip number 6, look for small changes. Ask yourself, can I cook at home one more time a week? Can I cancel a subscription I never use? Can I make coffee at home 3 days a week? Small changes add up fast. Saving just $10 a week is $40 a month and $480 a year.
Repeat, small changes can save me a lot of money over time.
Let's do a slow vocabulary drill to really fix these words in your mind. Repeat after us. Budget. I made a budget for this month.
Income. My monthly income is about.
Expenses. My expenses are very high this month.
Savings. I put some money into savings every month.
Debt. I'm trying to pay off my debt.
Emergency fund. I'm building an emergency fund for unexpected problems.
Afford. I can't afford a new phone right now.
One more. I want to be able to afford a holiday next year.
If some of these words still feel difficult, that's okay. You can rewind this part and repeat as many times as you want.
Now we're going to build your money story one more time, but this time we'll help you line by line.
We'll say a sentence, you repeat it, then change the numbers to match your life. Sentence 1. I get paid, and my income is about a month.
Sentence 2. My biggest expense is. I pay about every month.
Sentence 3. I usually spend about on groceries and about on eating out.
Sentence 4. My transportation costs are about a month.
Sentence 5. I have some debt. I pay about every month to pay it off.
Sentence 6. I try to save every month, and I have about in my emergency fund.
If you just spoke all of that out loud, you explained your financial life in English. That's amazing.
You can record yourself saying these sentences and listen later. You'll hear your progress over time.
Now it's time for our favorite part of the video, the part where we hear from you.
Yes, our question of the day.
Today's question is, what is your biggest expense every month?
Think for a moment. Is it rent, food, transportation, a loan, something else?
In the comments, you can write something like, my biggest expense is rent. It costs $800 a month.
Or, my biggest expense is my car payment. I pay $350 every month.
Try to use at least one vocabulary word from this lesson: budget, expenses, income, savings, debt, afford.
For example, my biggest expense is groceries, so I'm trying to change my budget and cook at home more.
Don't worry about mistakes. This is a safe place to practice. We really do read your comments.
And if you see another person's comment, you can answer it. You can say, that's similar to me, or that's interesting, my biggest expense is different.
When you reply to each other, you're not just practicing English, you're practicing real conversation about real life.
Talking about money is not easy, even in your first language, so if you stayed with us until now, you should feel proud of yourself.
You just spent more than 20 minutes listening, thinking, and speaking in English about a serious adult topic. That's real progress.
Remember, you don't need to be perfect, you just need to communicate. If your grammar is not perfect but the other person understands you, you are already successful.
And your English will get better and better as you keep using it.
Here's your homework for this week. 1. Track your spending for 3 days in English, just 3 days. 2. Write one short comment about your biggest expense. 3. Say your money story out loud one more time, maybe before you sleep.
Small actions repeated many times create big changes. That's true for money and it's true for English.
If this lesson helped you, please give it a thumbs up so more learners can find it.
And subscribe to Just Say English so you don't miss our next conversation lesson.
In a future video, we might talk about shopping in English, how to ask for discounts, how to return an item, how to say, "This is too expensive," politely.
Or we might talk about going to the doctor, or about daily routines with money, like checking your bank account and paying bills online.
Tell us in the comments what topic would help you the most. We want to create lessons that you can use in real life.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
You all are doing an amazing job. Keep up the great work.
Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week.
And remember, your English doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful.
We'll see you in the next lesson here on Just Say English.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye and happy learning.